Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how I start my day by analyzing the charts and how I see the opportunities. Okay, so I usually start on gold, which is my main pair to trade. And these are my past trades right here. These are a couple of the buys, sells. This is a loss, a buy, and then I took a loss yesterday right here. And then market just dropped. So I go about just reviewing everything and I start mainly on the 4 hour or daily time frame just to see the market structure. All right. So I need to understand what the market is telling me for me to know the direction. So currently we're going bearish on a short-term bearish trend, which we have a high here, a low, and then we have lower highs and lower lows right here. Okay. If we end up breaking um, these current highs and the market and the direction changes, I would want to see something like this: a high being formed, a higher low, and then higher highs being formed on and on until we see a direction shift. Okay, but that's one point. And then the other point, so first point is structure. The other point is I start reading the candles. All right, so we have this low over here, right? And then we just formed a new lower high, and then now we are at a lower low. So I see where the candles are basically trading at. If I look at the current candle, the current 4 hour candle, we're going bullish and we are at a high point on the candle. Okay, so if I'm looking to buy or if I'm looking for a buy, I'll not be entering at the highest point of the candle, or rather be entering at the lowest point, which is which will give me a better entry. All right, same thing for shorts. If I want to short the market, I'll short right on the top and not right where the bottom of the candle is. Okay, so 4 hour time frame, I review it. I look for the 1 hour time frame after. So I start looking at where we could possibly be heading. I know that there are some, like right here, some level of resistance that we probably needs to get touched because it's still a lower high. And for that, we need to break these highs right here as well. Right. So I'll put like an arrow indicating that if we do end up breaking these highs, and then I start looking for where we could head next. Okay. As soon as I am done with gold and I saw the market structure, the candles, the trend, everything, I look for other pairs that might have a good opportunity. So I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know if it's just me or the markets have been a bit choppy, but look at this price action right here to then this price action right here. Like, I don't know, it doesn't really make sense. I rather have a market that is trending like upwards or making, or like gold that's making like lower lows and lower highs and it's going in some sort of direction rather than just going down and then going up again. So, or something like this, which we have a double top right here. I entered for the trade. That was obviously a win. Um, so I start analyzing US 30, which is my second pair. Moving average is right here. Nothing really major. Go back to the 1 hour. Sometimes I go to the daily time frame as well. Moving average on the daily is underneath price action. Trading right here. So looks like we might be going higher, but again, this price action right here, this just it's too ugly. Then I look at a higher time frame on AUD USD. All right, I think it's time for me to take this off. All right, so I have done multiple trades on AUD USD. This is the perfect buy zone. If you ever want to buy at a lower price, this is the perfect buy zone. And same thing. I look at the candles, the market structure. We are at 65.2 right now, or 0.652 right now. I look at the 4 hour, basically trading at the moving average. So again, I want to be entering I want to be entering mainly for longs. So these are the best spots for me to enter longs. And we haven't touched them in a while, right? So even though this was a low, the moving average was still above the price action. And then, like, we're not making any highs. This is the current high. So the goal is just to break these lows, enter for an area of buy, and then I'll enter for a trade. And most of the time, I'm just waiting. Most of the time, I'm just analyzing and sitting back and waiting, because I noticed that these past few weeks, I was kind of journaling mentally, and I'm gonna journal later today, but figuring out why I took so many losses, like one, two. I think I have another loss right here, and then another loss right here. So this is just from July. I took like probably four, five, six losses on July, and we're still in the beginning of the month, and it's due to my one lack of confirmations on these trades. Okay, so let's just say for an example now, if I wanted to enter for a sell, um, enter for a sell, I'm in the top right. Looks like I'm in a resistance area, and I have the moving average coming right here, like on the price action. But I don't really see that many confirmations for a sell, rather than right here, which where we were yesterday, right here, which we had the moving average coming underneath. We had the retest on the moving average. We have this huge bearish engulfing candle. We have the the lower high formed, boom, lower high form, same area of resistance on the left, and then we just broke this previous basically previous low over here. So many other confirmations, right, for me to enter a trade, which is why I missed it and I entered at the wrong spot. And this is why I think I've been losing so many trades lately, is the lack of confirmation. Okay, so when I'm done with this, I go and I start analyzing Bitcoin. I look at the weekly time frame, monthly. I go for higher time frames, and then I go for ETH and Sol. Okay, so I'll give you guys one tip. So this, if we do end up continue on this trend, I think we'll see 185 soon on this, because if we look left, we started this trend line right over here, and then if we look left, this is where we have basically to be at, right? And we already broke the trend line, so we just need to keep going higher and higher. Okay, so I look at a couple of the stocks. I'm not going to give you guys a full breakdown on the stocks because there are too many that I like to watch, but I look at my watch list for the stocks, and that's pretty much it. All right, it's very, very simple. I sit back now and I wait. I basically tend to wait more than I trade. But if I'm in a trade, I'll hold for a couple of hours, maybe 3 4 hours until I close the position. Or once it hit the take profit or the stop loss, I'm already done for the day, unless I see another opportunity. And that's according to my risk management.